Hello, lovely people. This is the Oshikatsu Pod. I'm your host, Muraayu. We are now watching Chaser Game W Season 2, Episode 7. So we have one more episode after this, which is going to air this week. So I've watched this, I've told you guys many times. I watch each episode at least 3 or 4 times. That includes timing it, translating it, QA, and then another time for this podcast. So it's a total of 4 times. So I guess by the time I record it, all of my excitement is gone. And I'm just like, well, I don't want to watch anymore. I don't know. Let's get on with the episode anyways. So we see them, they finally moved in together. Gi is with them and they're all sleeping in bed together. And there's a sweet scene of Fuyu just laying there and sleeping, and you can tell she's dreaming because she moves her mouth a little bit, her eyes are moving. And then there's like this gentle kind of melody that plays in the background, and I think it sounds like Yurika's, that she's singing it in the back. There's this humming sound like da 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 da, like that. I think that's her. I'm not 100% sure, but it sounds a lot like her singing voice. Maybe I'll look it up later. The sweet up scene, and Fuyu is going into work. So Itsuki is making breakfast for all of them. And it's just this nice domestic life, no worries at the beginning of the episode. And Fuyu is leaving, but then she has like a piece of rice stuck in her hair, and Itsuki pulls it out and lets it in her mouth. So this is a little funny because I think it's a part of Asian culture. We don't like to waste food. Growing up, I had to eat every last bite, even last grain of rice that was in my bowl. We were so poor, right? So it's from the war. So I think this is still applicable today because we still act like we're starving and when there's so much food around. But it's always I don't want to say goal, it's kind of a habit for us to clean off our plates. It's kind of rude if you leave food on the plate, especially to whoever cooks it. So I think she grabs it and Itsuki grabs the grain of rice and then eats it because she doesn't want to waste it. But also a part of it is they're so close now that she's comfortable doing this. So I remember my mom would always feed us food, and if there was like, I don't know if she would ever like eat, I don't know. I think it shows that just how close they are. And then after that, we see that Itsuki drops off Ski at school. We see them enrolling her into a kindergarten, and supposedly the staff there say that they won't reveal the situation between the two of them. But somehow this leaks out and things don't get good. Things are bad. I'm jumping too far ahead. So then finally we see Fuyu's reintroduced to Didisha, to the girls, and she's supposedly a project manager or production producer. But they jump onto an online meeting and and they realize that they meet with the sister of Chanshurin, and she wants Itsuki and Fuyu to play the parts in the drama, which we all saw this, right? We predicted this already. But then so Fuyu's kind of confused about what's going on. Seems like everyone else in the company knew and didn't tell her, so that sucks. We also see some scenes of between, what's her name, Hikaru and Itsuki. She's in the cafe, she's late, and she's just wondering, is it okay for them to find a place together because they're living together? They as in Fuyu and Itsuki. So, and Itsuki's like, no, it's like the real estate agents are like so understanding these days. So it was pretty easy to get a place. I don't know if this is true or not in maybe more of the big cities. I'm not sure about like smaller cities if this is easier for same-sex couples. And then there's the scene with a lunch scene where like Itsuki's, I have my own lunch, I'm not gonna, you guys go ahead and eat, because the manager had brought packed lunches for everyone. But Fuyu, being the domestic partner, she wants to eat what Itsuki has made for her, and then she opens it up, and then it says love. Using nori, like the seaweed all cut up. This is funny because when I was trying to win back my ex many years ago, I made her lunch. I packed her lunches also. It was not anything fancy as these bentos that Japanese moms and their partners make, but I did my best. So I made her a sandwich and packed some other things, but for the sandwich I cut out a heart shape. I'm so embarrassed to say that, but I cut out this heart on the bread. I guess it won her over, right, in the end. So Fuyu's embarrassed. She's like, you guys eat. Don't look at me. Let me eat my lunch. But then the girls at Didisha keep saying, well, the one of, was it Futaba? No. And I forget their name. The one with the glasses. She's like, why is this love? I think she doesn't understand that Fuyu and Itsuki are living together and what it means. So she keeps asking, what love? What? So then we skip to the scene where Fuyu has to tell Itsuki, hey, you have to be in the drama with me. And Itsuki's like, oh, I'll do it. So there's they will probably shoot somewhere in Asia. I think online they said it looked like someplace in either Taiwan, I think. So there's this, we might see this in season 3 or maybe next episode. I feel like it's too rushed though. They show a picture of some rocks. Reminds Chanshurin's sister or her creator herself of a celestial world. There's a possibility they'll go there, including Ski, to visit. And then we see Itsuki and Fuyu on the couch watching TV, and Fuyu's laying on her Itsuki's lap and feeding her poke, either poke or pepero. And it's a very nice scene, and she asks her to join her in the bath. But no, I already took a bath. Why did I take another one? And then, so I think this is more of like Fuyu wanting to be babied. So that's why she's acting that way. I don't think there's anything sexual about this. But I think she just wants to be babied. Someone to take care of her. Because she most likely never had this with her mom, her own mom. And then we find out that Fuyu likes to take long baths. And Itsuki kind of mentioned this in the last episode, where or the one before that, where Yoruma leaves, mentioned something about you taking long showers or baths. So she hinted at that previously. And then we have there's this neighbor lady that keeps saying good morning and being nosy, you can tell. But she's curious as to why there's two women living together with a child. So I think that's why she's popping up in and out. And then, let's see. We're back into the office, and there's a scene with Vincent, the company. There's some man on the screen, and he tells him, no, we don't want this Fuyu to be in it, because she had already, stuff happened with her, and she betrayed the company already. So they don't want to hire her, right? And then there's some scenes between Itsuki and Fuyu. They're talking. So conveniently, Itsuki goes to bed early, brushes her teeth, and goes to bed early. I can tell you, kids, no, this is not realistic. Kids, they have no sense of time. I have two myself, and you have to remind them every time to do this and that at a certain time. They have no sense of time. They have no sense of what money is. So those two things kids are horrible at. You always have to remind them to do something, because they will not do it if you don't tell them or remind them. So I found that a bit weird, because both of my kids, I have to tell them to brush their teeth, go shower, and then go sleep. So we have a routine every night, and they will not do it on their own, that's for sure. So that I felt was a bit unrealistic. Then there's a scene between Fuyu and Itsuki, and they're talking about, what are they talking about? Oh, how Vincent, the company, probably does not want Fuyu and Itsuki to be the leads in the drama, so the trip will be cancelled. But then you sense a little bit of hesitation from Itsuki, and then I think that's probably because she doesn't feel that she's not the birth mother of Itsuki, so it probably shouldn't come from her. So there's a bit of her holding back, and I think Fuyu senses this too, but they don't really address it. The neighbor lady says something. She finally asks them, oh, are you guys sisters? And Itsuki is, they're still in the closet in a sense. She just says, oh, it's my sister. So she doesn't correct her or anything. And then at school, she drew a picture of her mommies. So Itsuki and Fuyu. And then one of the moms sees this. I don't know. Why would you, if this kindergarten cared so much about the parents' business, why would they ask kids to draw this and then post it up like this, right? My kids have drawn pictures of me and my partner, so it is something that kids do. But usually it's, I guess, and it's the picture of them in wedding gowns. So she was holding the wedding gown picture of the two of them when she was sleeping, so I guess it makes sense. But anyways, the mommy group now knows, and the mom that sees the picture takes it and sends it to the group chat, but then she deletes it right away. And then you see a flood of people leaving the chat. because they're homophobic, who knows. And then Itsuki sees the picture and she puts 2 and 2 together, and it makes her feel like shit. And then we fast forward to Fuyu, and she sees a news article about her father, and her father is now the chairman. I think we may see him come up in the last episode. Maybe, I don't know. Then the neighbor lady sees Fuyu and gives her a melon. It may seem weird, but in Asian culture, you give each other food. In Japan, melons are very expensive, so it's a treat for them. Island country, right? So certain foods they don't get there, so they have to import it in. I think melons do grow there. It's expensive. I don't know why it's expensive. So she gives her this melon, and then she's like, oh, share with your sister. And she's like, what? So Fuyu senses something is off. Yes, and I think she tries to confront Itsuki about it, but she doesn't say anything. So then the next day, Itsuki drops a ski off, and the mommy group ignores her, and then even the kids don't want to play with ski. So there's some drama there. Then we see 2 pairs of legs. You can tell they're like older ladies because they're wearing a black dress and then black shoes, and then so we know the red lady is Robucho, and then we see, then right after that we see Fuyu's parents, or Fuyu's mom. Why is the video not working? Let me restart it. So then Tsuki and Itsuki are back in the cafe, and Hikaru gives them pep talk and tries to make them feel better, and she takes me to a playground to play. And then they meet, I think they meet with Vincent again, the company, and they say, we'll let Fuyu and Itsuki be the leads. So they had a change of heart. Most likely Fuyu's mom is pulling some strings here, so she knows everything, right? So it's possible that the new manager is reporting back to Fuyu's mom, is my guess. And then we see Robucho makes her appearance, and she's back in the picture. So they think it's all kind of weird. Then we see Fuyu's mom meeting with Itsuki, and she asks her, you two have made your choice, but have you realized how it'll affect me? So she's asking them to return her. She wants custody of Tsuki, I think. And they make sure to show Fuyu's mom's hand. The ring is gone. So I thought that was strange. The ring is gone, and she's being so nice, and she apologizes. So it's all kind of like too convenient here. Then we see a scene. Oh, and then that's the end of it. The next episode, the final episode, I'm not really sure what's happening here. They give us bits and pieces, and I really don't know what's going to happen in the next final episode. Who knows? So tell me what you guys think, and comment below, thumbs up, subscribe, and see you guys next time.